Hello everybody. Let me know if you are out there. You can hear me. I'm trying something different with a microphone, so I kind of want to make sure that you can hear me. So I know it takes a couple seconds for your messages to pop up through my eCam program. Let me see. I'm also gonna from my phone, I'm gonna try to what's it called? Do it like a watch party or share or something. Who's there? Hey, Ellen, how are you? How are you? And you guys, if you're popping on and you want to share this to your page or something, I think you can do that very easily. That would be wonderful. But you don't have to. Just a thought. So, hello. Let me know who's out there. We'll get started in just a few minutes. I'll just kind of welcome everybody. We'll set an intention and go from there. And I'm looking at, like I said, I'm looking on my phone to see when it pops up and I can share it. Because I think I can then share it like a watch party or something. So Ellen, how are you? And if you guys are out there watching, let me know like from where in the world you're watching from. If you want to, if you don't feel comfortable, that's okay. Yeah. So Ellen, so far I think it's just you, but I know there's several people showing up, so we'll give them a few minutes to get on there. Sometimes it takes a little while to jump on. But Ellen, can you hear me okay? Can you hear me? Just let me know if you can hear me. Hello, hello, for those of you joining. Let me know if you guys can hear me. I'm trying something a little different on microphone, and I just want to see if it works. Can you guys hear me? Yes? No? Oh, are you out there? Can you hear me? India, hello, Selena. So I assume you can hear me if you're responding to my question. That's a good sign. Welcome, welcome. Okay, good. Thank you, Brian. Everybody, we're going to get started officially in just a moment or two. I'm going to just kind of welcome, set an intention, talk a little bit about what's been going on. If you want to share this as a watch party or something, go ahead. I'm trying to from my phone. I can't seem to get it to work. So I can't remember what I did last time. All right, all right. Welcome, everybody. So I know I've got a few people who've posted pictures in the event, and I'll be doing some readings, but I'll do that a little bit later. So let me turn the volume down just in case that pops on. All right, I'm going to give you my attention. So welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Mitchell Osborn. If you've not seen me, been here on my lives on Facebook on Sunday night, I alternate between mindfulness, transformation, coaching, and intuitive animal community. Hey, Rhonda. Yes, it is Rhonda, because I know a Rhoda, a Ron, a Rhoda, a Rana. I know so many different ones. Hey, Natasha. So who was it who was it last week that we came and talked about the mindfulness and the tooth stuff, and somebody was going to have some tooth work done this week. I was curious if you'd be back and share with us. And for some reason, I thought it might have been you, Natasha, but maybe not. But Rhonda, you are my new pimp. If you've not been in the event, Rhonda's like pimping me out to everybody. She's tagging people and posting people. I love it. Thank you, because I know you've got a big heart. I can tell that. And I think there's little hearts on your little icon, or there's little red dots or something. It's kind of hard to see. So I'm in Orlando, Florida. I can hear a little bit of rain outside, so hopefully we won't have any issues with internet and stuff like that. Okay, Natasha, it was you. You said it's weird because you weren't scared at all. That's beautiful. And hopefully the next day you didn't have near the pain or whatever might have been going on. But last week in Mindfulness live session, I talked about how I hardly had like any pain whatsoever for a root canal, which is one of the most difficult things they say that you can have done. So it's kind of cool to talk about that. So let me go ahead and take this moment to set an intention, whether you're watching us live or in the recorded archive version. So just take a couple deep breaths with me, and if it's safe for you to close your eyes and you feel comfortable, you can, but you don't have to. You can still stay focused on the screen. But as you take those deep breaths in, just follow the rise and fall of your abdominal area and your chest, and just bring yourself into the moment. And the intention I set for us is that we all would receive healing, guidance, confirmation, grounding, centering, balance, peace, harmony, alignment, joy, abundance, love, great care, compassion, health, wellness, safety, courage, and encouragement. I set the intention that we would resonate, operate, and vibrate in the highest frequency of that divine source, that pure white light, love, God, goddess energy that we can. And I call in any and all of your and my and our furry, feathered, scaly friends, beings and energies that we work with on the other side, whether we know who they are or not, into this time, into this session, as long as they stay in high vibration and play nice. All of this for highest good and greatest growth, I say, and so it is. And so it is. So Natasha said no, she gave you antibiotics, but just going in there, I was all relaxed. But I think I'll still need a tooth canal next month. Okay, so continue to work on the mindfulness daily, the best you can, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever you can, so that you're solidifying that feeling in. So then when you do go in for the root canal, the bigger, deeper thing, your body will go right into what it knows it needs to go into. So, and Rhonda, you said, I have a lot of friends that need your knowledge. Wonderful. Well, tag them, share this on their page and everything. So I'm still trying to see, it won't load, like I'm trying to share this event from my page. It just keeps like taking it to a black screen and won't let me share. So, oh well, I tried. So, couple things I wanted to talk about tonight, and yes, you'll be thinking of, yay, good Natasha. Well, I'll be thinking of your chillness. Danny, hey brother. Danny, I have to get pictures posted beforehand because I've already downloaded them, transferred to my computer. So either catch me in 2 weeks or private message me. You guys, Danny's a good friend of mine here in Orlando. He used to be on our Cosmic Caffeine Psychic Radio Show with Jamie the Psychic, with Brenna, with Sandy. Yeah, Danny, just either private message me or in 2 weeks we'll be back up because I've already got like 4 and I need the pictures ahead of time just so I can download them, name them, and bring them back over here on my computer. So all good, brother. So everybody, tonight, right now and tomorrow, Mercury is going retrograde. Not a time to freak out and think the sky is falling. If you have no clue what I'm talking about, I'll explain it just a little bit. Yes, Danny, coffee soon. But what happens is, in the constellations, the planet Mercury, which is the observer or the ruler of communications, messages, electronics, things like that. If you all of a sudden for the next 3 weeks through March 10th notice like your phone battery dying, emails not getting sent, or people just not understanding what you're saying, communication, things getting lost, that's because we're in Mercury retrograde. And it looks like Mercury's going backwards in the sky. And basically, we're overtaking it. So if you think you're driving on the road and you pass a car and the car looks like it's going backwards, it's not going backwards. It's just you're just going faster than it, so it's moving behind you. Same philosophy. But anytime a planet goes retrograde, it's a great time to kind of turn inward. For Mercury, it's a great time to rethink, review, revisit, renew, rekindle, reevaluate, reconnect, just all the re's. It's not a great time to start things, sign contracts, small travel and things like that. But if you have to do that, just be aware. You may be sitting at the airport, chilling out a little bit longer. When it happens, don't get mad. Just say, all right, I'm going to take this time to chill, to relax. If it really messes up a trip, just know that, okay, this is what's going on. I might have talked about this the last time we had a session, but Fabian and I, my husband and I, were set March 10th to fly to Hong Kong. Yeah, and get on a cruise ship and go to Beijing and Shanghai. And the funny thing is we just found out this past Monday, there was one boat that left Hong Kong on February 1st, and it kept going from different port to different port, and nobody would allow it to land because of the coronavirus. That was the Holland America Westerdam. That was the boat we were going to be on March 10th. So 40 days later, and we could have been on that boat. Now we're going down Mexico through the canal, Aruba, Curacao, and back to Fort Lauderdale. So it was one of those most crazy things, and I'm so glad I got all of the rearranging done before the shadow of retrograde got too intense. And just FYI, if you ever want to get the Mercury retrograde spread from me, it's a great one. Go to mitchellosborn.com, click on Tarot Store, and you can see what the spread is. It might resonate with you, or you can try it yourself. You can absolutely try it yourself. So what else has been going on? So we have done, let me show you what I bought. This is a giant wooden hand. Isn't this just beautiful? And it's the right hand. So very, very beautiful. Made in Indonesia. It's all wood, but they had, and I got this, I chose this one. It was a little darker than most. But I was doing the psychic fair yesterday in Merritt Island, and the store had a lot of books, a lot of stuff, beads and cards and things. And I was like, I'm going to get that. And I used it for my tip hand, my tip jar. But yeah, I've just been drawn to a lot of things wood lately. Like a year and a half ago, I got this wood mushroom. It's just so beautiful. And it's just two pieces of wood brought together, but I just really, really love it. So I've been drawn to a lot of wood lately, just feeling that grounded earthiness. But yeah, I had to have that hand. So it's a beautiful, beautiful piece of carved wood that will help ground me and bring some more wood into the life here. So I have been working on, and we're going to do some tonight. I think we're going to do it with Poppy and Kelly and Jay. I think that's who this has a missing animal, as well as Rhonda. Roxy and Rhonda. So so we're gonna do some of this, but I upped my game of EFT tapping. I've been through that training, certified in EFT tapping, mainly for humans, but I've done my own research with animals. And Joan Renquet, who does EFT tapping, I just took her course, and it really it solidified what I knew. So it was really, really nice, great information. But if you're not familiar with what EFT tapping is, emotional freedom technique, it's where you tap on meridian points on your body to kind of release, beliefs, false beliefs, blocked energy, just helping the body to function better, work past grief, frustration. But somebody, Jay Ferris, is somebody online that I looked up, Ferris J. And she did some beautiful tapping on animals, and I created a missing animal tapping video, which I'm going to put that. Let me see if I can get that to pop up. So I'm going to post that link, but we're going to do it tonight. I thought I could post it. So let me see. Hold on one second, because this is a really cool video. I'm trying to find. Okay, there it is. So, and by the way, if you love technology like I do, I'm on my phone and I'm copying a link, but because my laptop and my phone are both connected to Wi-Fi, I can just press paste on my laptop and it pastes it. So another little trick I love. So I just posted, that should be the link. That should get you to that. So I'm making sure that is the link. So this is something you want to come back to. Tapping for missing pets, but we're going to do a little bit of that tonight. So yes, for some missing pets, but we're also going to tap. We may tap for some other stuff as well. But let me pull. Every week I pull from Bernadette King's book, the Arc Animal Tarot Oracle deck. Beautiful, beautiful deck. 78 cards for the tarot. And then the option of getting like another 80 cards for the Oracle, but it depends on when you buy it, how many second decks of that you purchase. But definitely, I would definitely check it out. So what I like to do, and here's the back of the card. So what I like to do is for the collective, for those of us here and watching in the archives, I like to pull a card from the Oracle deck and from the Tarot deck. And the Tarot, I like to say, you know, what do we need to know for our physical world, what's going on with us as human beings? And we can actually then even pull them two together. So I'm asking Spirit just to show me which card to pull as a collective for guidance, you know, help, or awareness of what's happening in our physical world and physical body. So this is Goat, 6 of Pentacles. And the image, let's see. So just rewards, generosity, establishing boundaries. And for me, the 6 of Coins is about boundaries, is about finding balance as well. It's very Taurus energy. It's just very solid, very grounded. So I would say that Spirit is telling us to make sure we stay grounded in our bodies, stay balanced physically in our bodies, and really be cautious of where we might be stubborn. That's not serving us. But if we're being stubborn with our boundaries, that's serving us. So there's your message from the tarot of the Arc Tarot. And then for our spiritual selves, for our highest possible selves, I want to pull a card from the Oracle deck, which has mythical, real animals, just some cool animals and things like that. So let me pull one card for the spiritual kind of side of who we are. And that card is, Chameleon. So this is camouflage, adaptation, clairvoyance. So I would say really from a high spiritual level, and this is a little different, Spirit is telling me, change who you are. Like, try to blend in with a crowd. Basically what Spirit's telling me is to say, step in somebody's shoes. You need to step in their shoes and see what it's like. So with the chameleon, because the chameleon can blend in, so sometimes when you're with someone, just blend into their energy. Let your energy meld with theirs and see what it feels like to be them, to have their energy. And again, this is like, you've heard the old saying, you know, don't judge someone until you walked a mile in their shoes. And I think that's what Spirit's trying to say. And this is a spiritual level. And again, clairvoyance, adaptation, camouflage. So I would also say, you know, really trust your clairvoyance, which is your clear seeing. You know, where you can see, you know, the other side of the veil or things that are not there for the naked eye. So trust that, develop that, work on that a little bit. Hey, Nydia. One of the best ways I tell people to work on their psychic intuitive abilities, and especially like clairvoyance, is if you drive, when you see a car coming up beside you, from behind you, in your mind, just try to clear your mind, stay focused on the road, stay safe, and just imagine when that car passes you and you look over, what are you going to see? What is that person going to look like, or persons, you know, or dog? How many times we see a dog just sticking out, looking out the window? You know, so just kind of do that. And then another thing, if you're like me, like you like letters and numbers a lot, when the car is passing you, just open your mind again and see if you can see numbers and letters of the license plate that's about to come up and pass you. If your country where you live has plates on the front and back, it's kind of hard because you can see them coming. But here in Florida, they're only on the back, so you can definitely, you know, kind of check that out. Another way to enhance your abilities and work on them and practice is when the phone bings or the phone rings or you see an email pop up, just tap into that. Okay, tap in. Who's calling? What's the subject matter? How am I going to feel when I open the email, when I open the text message? What am I going to see? Imagine, like in your mind's eye, imagine you're pressing it open and you're looking at it. Imagine you're stepping into the energy and just start to really feel the energy. And that's one great way to enhance your abilities. And every time you get something close, something right, like if a car passes you and you think, okay, I keep seeing number 7, T, and 4. 7, the letter T, and the number 4. And all of a sudden it passes and there's a 7 on there. Celebrate that as a victory. You know, there's six numbers there, usually, or 6 digits. Usually 3 of them are numbers in our state. So 3 is a pretty good chance if you get one right. I mean, I should say it's not that close of a chance because there's enough digits that you can get it wrong, like, 1 out of like 27 or something. So that's a good, it's better than 50-50. So just practice if you want to enhance that. And then if you want to enhance that with your animals, there's other things you can do as well. Just kind of try to, like today I was training a younger client and this beautiful dog, Luna, was there. And the dog's not supposed to be in the living room where we were training. And she just kind of creeped up to the edge and she just stared at me. She put her head down like this. And I'm looking at her and I kept thinking, stay right where you are. And I kept seeing her right there. Because if she came in, she might get yelled at. But at one point I thought, well, let me try something. Let me imagine her licking my face. She didn't move, which is good because I don't want to get in trouble. But I know I've talked about it before, but one of the best ways to get your animals to do what you want is send the image of what you want. If you want your animal to use the litter box, they're a cat and you want them to use a litter box, then just every time see them in the box, smiling, happy, you smiling, you happy. If they peed one time in the kitchen and every time you walk in the kitchen, you're thinking, oh my gosh, am I going to have to clean up more pee? The image you're sending them is pee in the kitchen. So you're telling them, please pee in the kitchen. So do you want to see them going in the litter box or going outside? When they go outside, good boy, good girl. And every time, see them. But you'll also know, you'll start to get the feeling of energetically, oh, they're trying to tell me they need to go to the bathroom, especially if they're not the kind of dog that goes to the door and barks. If they're just the kind that goes, oh, I'm wandering around, they just lift their leg. You'll feel that energy. So you guys, I want to see if there's any questions about anything I've talked about tonight so far, because I'm going to dive into some of the readings because there are potentially 4, and that may take me a good 20, 30 minutes. Yes, I needed to drink some water. I've been talking a lot. So let me know. It usually takes about 30, 40 seconds. So I'm just waiting to see if anybody responds. And let me see if I can do it. Let's see if I can do it on that watch party. For some reason, it doesn't want to let me. It might be because I'm on a business page. Yeah, it doesn't seem to want to. Oh, well. All right, doesn't seem like there are any questions. So what I'm going to do is, so Rhonda, just kind of let me know that you're still out there. I'm sure you are. And Rhonda, once you let me know that you're out there, I'm going to bring up the picture. How do you know when you actually connect to your animal spiritually? So if we're talking about one of my animals, in the house, and I use the word my as in we are each other's animals, not we do own them in the state of Florida, which is good because you can go get your property back, but I don't like using the word owner. That's why I often say the human. But yeah, the animals in my house, the animals that share my house with me, it's, I know them enough and they're right here with me. So I've been connected to them. So it's pretty easy. Like right now, Rhonda, when I'm going to connect with, who's the first one, with Roxy, I'm going to connect to the energy. I'm looking at the picture. Oftentimes I will say things that make sense to you. Sometimes I'm not saying things that make sense. Hey, John. But I'm feeling like what I'm getting is their information. It is one of those things where sometimes you need the evidence to know that you're connected to them. But usually it's a knowing rather than, where you can point to it and say, that's why I know I'm connected to them. And this is why I say for people, especially animals that are getting older and older, really connect to them. You can meditate with them. I need to write this down to do this. I was going to do this tonight, but I kind of forgot. But I was going to do a meditation with, on, or about your pets. But that's where you can just connect with them. So, Rhonda, I wouldn't be surprised if you are connected to them spiritually, and it's just so familiar that you don't know anything different, because I think animals connect to us extremely well and easily. I really, really do. So Rhonda, you are here. So let me bring up the picture of Roxy. So everybody, this is Roxy. And Roxy, and by you posting this is what gives me permission. So Roxy is missing. And Rhonda, you can correct me if I say something wrong, but there was a house fire November 1st of last year, so November 1st, 2019, in Huffman, Texas. And since then, Roxy has been missing. And Rhonda, I know we've talked a little bit, but I can't remember. I can't remember if I alluded to anything or not. So yeah, so I'm just going to dive back in kind of feeling fresh because I don't remember what I might have said. But Rhonda, when I say something that might make sense or you can connect with, do regarding ... yes. Because if you just say, yeah, I understand that, anybody tonight, by the time you say, yes, I understand that, by the time I get it, I have no idea what I said because I probably already said 5 more things. Yes, took our home. Okay, it did. It took your home. So first of all, sending you, your family, high vibrations. I do know what it's like to lose something to fire. Our family business in 1976 completely burned to the ground. Not a home, but it was right next to our home, and it was very tough. It was just difficult. So no, we couldn't get phone up. Not sure what that means. Oh, couldn't get photo up. Okay. So gotcha. Yes. So when I tap into Roxy's energy, and I'll explain what I'm doing. So often I tap in with my third eye and I'll tap in with my solar plexus. And why I do that, because when I tap in with my third eye, if I feel more kinesthetic energy, then that usually makes me feel they have crossed over. That is not always the case. I, quote, have been wrong. When I come down into my belly, more earthy physical stuff, and I feel more energy, which, by the way, Rhonda, I do feel more energy down in my belly with Roxy. That makes me feel that they're still alive. And then what I do is I just see her, like right now I see her looking for water. So I feel like she's either thirsty or wanting to get water. I do feel she's outside. I'm not feeling like she's kept by anybody. If anything, she might be like inside a fence or a place, but I feel like she's, quote, living outside right now. When I tap into her energy, I get a smile on her face, which is, and you probably don't want to hear that, but it's like, okay, she's feeling good. She's feeling alive. I know it's been forever, November, December, January, going into February, almost 4 months. And that I can only imagine what that's like, the not knowing. And I'm feeling it out. And, Rhonda, let me know if any of these feelings or any of these connections make sense to you, or, you've felt it yourself. If not, you can always say, I'm not sure, I don't understand, but also let me know what you're referencing so I know what you're referencing. I'm just asking, I'm literally saying, when are you coming back? And I get July. And I do feel like July of this year. It's really interesting regarding water. Could it be by a fenced-in pond that she could be accessed? It could. I don't feel water like a lake or a pond. I felt like she's looking for water like out of a bowl, which makes me feel like someone's taking care of her, which is the odd thing. Because I do feel like there's someone involved in her life right now. It feels like an older woman. It feels like they don't. And Rhonda, let me know if she's chipped, had a collar, or anything that might be able to bring her back to you. Because my feeling is that wherever she is, if somebody is actually kind of connected to her, whatever, it's like they don't know how to get her back to you. And it doesn't feel like it's a cop-out. It just feels like, that's why it almost makes me feel like it's an elderly woman who just doesn't know what chips are, doesn't know how to, go online and look and check or whatever. It's funny because I do see like a little house. It seems old, like 30s, 40s. Kind of a pitched roof. I don't think it has a second story, but I might call it, no, it's not a shotgun home like we have in Florida and Louisiana and stuff like that. But it makes me feel like it's raised off the ground, like there's a crawl space underneath. I'm seeing lots of yellow, lots of white. I don't feel or see any other houses around it. When I see a number, I say it. I'm seeing 1701, 1706. Rhonda, just write all this stuff down. And if by chance you see like a yellow house with the pitch roof, it's like, I'm not a good drawer, but I'm going to kind of just. So it's almost like something like this is the front of the house when you're like on the road looking at it, but then it goes back and over. So, and there's like a lot of yellow and a lot of white. And like I said, 1701, 1706. So regarding Chip, no, her collar was on my dresser after bath. You said you felt elderly woman. Okay. Regarding what could be. So, and also Rhonda immediately, and this is from Roxy. And this is, if we tap, I want you to tap on this specifically. I want you to tap on, whether it's for you or anybody else in and around the house or the home, I want you to tap on any guilt that you might be feeling or other people might be feeling about her being missing or not there. So I want you to tap on that. How far, like it might be, would it be across Main Road, if 2100? Like I said, I feel a little mound and like the house on top of the mound, and I don't feel or see any other houses around it. I see like a ridge of trees behind it. Like if I'm looking at it, I'm trying to do this. So let me take this down for just a second so you can see me better. So it's like I'm looking at it and I see the house, and then off in the back, I see a ridge of trees this way. And then open field like over here. So that's what I see. And you know, what I see could be an image she's sending me. It could be an image where she was. It could be an image where she goes back to at night, like under the house to rest and to hide, and then out, looking for food and water. But again, I do feel like someone's in her life, so I kind of feel like someone's kind of helping her, taking care of her, feeding her, watering her, giving her water, because I feel like she's getting the necessities that she needs. I really do. And I'm feeling there's another dog, but it doesn't feel like it's a constant, like it comes and goes, like, dudes hanging out on the street kind of a thing. So Rhonda, you write all that stuff down. And when we get to tapping, I want you to remember to add like, any guilt or shame. And if I can remember that, I'll tap in that too. Because I want to release if there's any guilt by anybody in and around the house for her being gone, et cetera, or for the issues with the house. So everybody that's watching this, whether you're live or in the replay, I want you to just take a moment and send some beautiful high vibration to Rhonda, to Roxy, for the best, case scenario, for the best outlook. I'm not feeling this, but sometimes animals move on to another human because they feel called to their next adventure, to their next soul contract. I feel you'll see Roxy again and alive. I really do. Not feeling children at all. Yeah, I'm not feeling children, but that doesn't mean they haven't been around her. So everybody send that high vibration to Roxy, to Rhonda. And then Cora, let me know if you're out there. I think Cora was going to be here, or was Cora? Cora, I'm looking up on my page to see what you said. So Cora, let me know if you're out there, and I'm looking into Storm. So Cora, let me know if you're out there. Cora, let me know if you're out there before I pull up Stormy's picture. And if not, I may do just a quick tap-in kind of a reading. Rhonda, you said, does she want to come back to me? I do feel that. It's really interesting. I feel very high intelligence with her. Like, not someone who's cold or callous, but someone who is very logical in thinking. So I could see her going, yeah, that's the right thing to do for me to come back to you, and I feel like her soul contract is still with you. So that's what I do feel too. So Cora, I don't think that Cora's out there. I'm going to just pull up Storm and just tap in real quick. So you guys, this is Storm, and this is from Cora Scott. And Cora, if you come out there, or anybody knows Cora, let her know that we're talking about Storm. So Cora said, this is Storm. She was born about the first week of May in 2012. but not sure. She was a stray that came to us, and she passed November of 2018. So when I tap into Storm's energy, first of all, I love the name Storm, but I feel like I feel like she's like, that was not my personality, but I was okay being called that. And it makes me feel like she had her moments of storm and storminess, but I do feel like she was a pretty calm, pretty chill cat. And a lot of time, female animals, dogs and cats, others, it just varies too much, but dogs and cats, especially females of the dog and cat species, they are often more dynamic, more energetic. Think mama bear, mama lion, where male cats and dogs are more chill, much more relaxed. Not always the case, but generally speaking. And I feel like Cora had a little bit more of that kind of feminine chill energy, even though she's a female, where normally the female cats would have a little bit more of that dynamic, mama take control kind of thing. Very wide-eyed, very inquisitive as well. She keeps referencing, and Cora, I hope you see this, but she keeps referencing like a baby. So I'm not sure if a baby came into your life or there was, and I'm pretty sure this is a human baby, not another animal baby. But I feel like she kind of made room, or when the baby came, she kind of worked her way out. Because if you're saying she was born in May and she passed in November 2018, then that's barely just over 6.5 years. That's pretty young for a cat. Not sure if it was indoor or outdoor. I think we all probably know that, indoor cats do live a longer, healthier life than cats that are able to go in and out. But sometimes they're feral. Sometimes they gotta be free, and that's part of their path and part of their purpose, to be that free. Let me just see if she got any message or anything. Definitely love, love, love. She's telling me she had a little bit of a love-hate with you, like she loved being around you. So I can see her maybe swatting at you a little bit and scratching you. So it makes me feel like there was a little bit of feralness with her. If that's not true, then maybe it was just kind of her personality towards the end or something. But yeah, she's making me want to laugh too, so there's a little bit of comicalness to her, which I like. So she might have gotten into a little bit of trouble with her inquisitiveness, maybe walking on ledges and climbing up Christmas trees. Is that a Christmas? Yeah, I think that is a Christmas tree I'm looking at too. So I feel like she might have gotten herself in a little bit of trouble every once in a while. So Cora, let me know if any of that makes sense. If you were here, I would ask for a little bit of dialogue, feedback, back and forth. But everybody watching this, just send Storm and Cora some beautiful high vibration. And maybe one day they will reconnect energetically. And Cora, I hope you can feel Storm's energy in and around your house and your home. I feel like she still connects with either another animal in and around your home. It feels like another cat. So maybe there's another cat in and around your house that you see playing, jumping, being energized by something that's not there, but the energy is there. But yeah, so definitely feels very good. So thank you for sharing. Sending you and Cora and Storm, a lot of high vibration. Everybody else, I implore you to do the same for Storm's journey on the other side, and perhaps back into Cora's life someday. I'm not sure, but you never know. So good. All right. And I want to go to, Kelly J. Rhonda, I'm going to skip Kristen, come back at the end. So Kelly J posted Poppy. And let me see, I think Kelly J was not going to be able to be here because she was busy. But let me just see. Yep, she's unable to be with her chat. She's another friend. Okay, good. So... So let me put Poppy up. Can you guess what breed of dog Poppy is? Anyone? Bueller? Type it in quickly before I put it up. Oh, I love it. So this is Poppy. So Poppy is an 8-year-old Chihuahua, and it is a boy, a male. He's missing. He ran from... Yes, Kelly can't be here. So he ran from your husband on January 5th. Kelly, Anna, Jay, Oliver Davis. So I'm assuming you're Kelly and Jay is your husband. If I'm wrong, Rhonda, maybe you can tell me. So you haven't seen him since then. It was out of character for him to run away and not return. And you said, am I able to give you any information? You said you'll be at dinner for the live event. So when I tap into Poppy's energy, first thing I get is I'm out on an adventure. So you said January 5th. So yeah, it's been over a month. That definitely has been a long time. And I'm just tapping in. I'm still feeling down low, which makes me feel like Poppy's still alive. Rhonda, do you know if Poppy was chipped, or I see a tag in the picture, but again, you never know if the tag was still on there when he got away. So let me know if you know any of that, Rhonda. But I do feel Poppy is still alive. I'll be honest with you, I'm not getting like a whole lot of communication from him, so I wouldn't be surprised if maybe he was a little shy, didn't like a lot of other people. And it's funny because it's almost like he's looking at me like, you can hear me? I'm like, yeah, I can hear you. So he's really, really like, I can tell he's a smart animal, but maybe not used to a lot of humans or something. So there's definitely something there, like either, again, he's a one person kind of a dog. Thank you, Rhonda. Yeah, so he again, bottom line, he still feels alive. So let me just tap into anything else that I'm seeing. Hey, Norm. He was feisty. Okay, so maybe he does like people that much. So, and I'm assuming that Kelly and Jay will definitely watch this. So I'm seeing like it looks like a boardwalk because I feel like there's land below rather than a dock with water below. But it feels like it might be a boardwalk in and around, maybe a golf course or something like that. Like he walks over that. I'm not feeling him with other people, but I do feel like people keep seeing him. So I wouldn't be surprised if they've had sightings of him. I keep getting golf course. So you'll have to let me know if they live near a golf course or they've explored near a golf course or something. It's funny because in my mind, I can see somebody grabbing a flyer off of like a tree or telephone pole with his picture on it. So I wouldn't be surprised if somebody's already making their way to get him back. It's funny. I can't believe he's not already back. It's like what I'm feeling after seeing that. Like, it's like, oh, somebody knows. Somebody's calling. And I'll tell you, when we get together like this as a group, when we get together, when we connect, when we put a picture up like this, when we are all manifesting and creating something beautiful, magic happens. Magic happens, people. That's what the tapping is like. There are golf courses. Okay. Yeah, it's like I feel like a little golf course, like a little bridge or something like that. It's funny. I feel like he gets food from somewhere and they don't know he's getting food. Almost like behind like the back of a restaurant. He goes up and gets a little food out of the trash and goes away. It's funny. And Kelly, you'll have to let me know because he's like, don't talk about my weight. So I don't know if he's got a weight issue because in my mind I was thinking, okay, you're not getting to eat as much as you normally do, so you might actually lose a little bit of weight. And he was like, don't talk about my weight. So I don't know if he was a little heavier. In the picture, he doesn't look heavy at all. But maybe he's gained a little bit of weight, or maybe they were trying to put him on a little bit of a diet or something. So, and this is the other thing, Spirit's prompted me on this. So for Poppy and the humans and for Rhonda, for anybody with a missing animal, a missing pet, I encourage you to look into the dynamics of the human, of the household, see what's going on. If there's a husband and wife and their relationship is horrible and they're arguing all the time and an animal goes missing, I mean, can you blame the animal? It's like the energy in the house sucks. You probably don't even want to be there. I say that, and this is where you want to realize this is how much they love you because they're showing you and reflecting back what it feels like. It's not meant to put blame on you because sometimes they will show what's going on physically and it will cause them to have physical dis-ease, almost like what you have. And that's, again, not to put blame, but it's like to show you, it's like to shake you and wake you and say, here's what's going on, people. You need to pay attention to this. So, So yeah, I'm closing. Something just popped up on my screen, so I'm closing that bit down. But yeah, so definitely look into what's going on. So let's see, Rhonda, you said yes, he was sighted behind a restaurant. Okay, perfect. Kelly thought it might not be him because of other missing dogs. Um, I do feel like that was probably him. Um, It's so funny because it's like I hear somebody hearing him, like the tinkle, tinkle, tinkle of a bell or something. So I can't tell. His collar just looks like a regular collar, but I don't know if he had a bell on there or not. But I hear like tinkle, 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 like he's as he runs, because they usually prance, so it could be just the bell prancing and making that noise. So it's almost like someone can hear him when he's around, kind of a thing. Very interesting. Um, but yeah, so Kelly and Jay and Poppy, let me know if any of that makes sense. If you reply to any of the pictures that you've posted, make sure you tag me, like reply to mine, so it will alert me there's a message, and I'll go back and see what you said. And I'll just try to answer your question or tap in briefly. Not so much going to be able to revisit it because it'll be a give and take as I'm going throughout my day with my work. So Rhonda said, I was driving my mother's death. You were driving my mother's death and realized I had not separated my pain from Roxy and shielded her. I've been doing emotional codes on Roxy and myself to remove trapped memories and pain. Beautiful, Rhonda. And you guys, beautiful lesson. Not sure what emotion codes are, but probably similar to like EFT tapping or, like acupressure or something similar. So it's probably releasing that emotions from the body that's trapped in there. But yeah, something really beautiful to do. Yes. Okay. Gotcha. Grieving. Gotcha. So what I want to do right now is, because of time, and let me everybody send Poppy, send Kelly and Jay some high vibration, and we'll tap in just a moment with Poppy and with Roxy in mind. But let me bring up Krista just for a brief moment. So this is Krista, and Krista passed, you said 3 weeks ago. Krista had 14 years dedicated unconditional love. You were babysitting her the weekend before she passed. Got her to the animal ER and then her vet, which kept her 3 days. She was declining all through the weekend, and on Monday, the decision was made to relieve her of her pain and suffering of an old age and confusion from the seizure. You said, I truly believe God gifted her peaceful grace, but putting her in a deep sleep before the vet administered the sleeping medication. Krista's pet mom, Bonnie, is forever soul sister friend of yours, and we both are having physical things happening that we wonder if it is her. I can tell her how many crazy things are happening. Bonnie is tuning into the show this evening. Okay, so Bonnie, if you're out there, let me know if you're watching. Hey, Deanne. Yeah, so when I tap into this energy, I immediately see a big paw, like thump. Like I feel like a big paw hitting mattresses, hitting bed, hitting couch. And it's almost like, hey, I'm here. Hey, I want attention. That paw feels really heavy. I don't know. I can't tell, but I feel like she was a big dog, and I'm going to say probably 60 to 80 pounds. But I absolutely feel like she's definitely trying to get attention. It's interesting because it's almost like she's trying to tell me of something that is missing. I don't think it has to do with her. So let me know if Bonnie or you or someone is missing an item, an object of something. And it's like she's trying to let you know she knows where it is. And it's funny because she's showing me like a Chester drawer. It looks dark colors, like a dark brown, cappuccino or something. But it's like a Chester drawer. And I want to reach my hand in there and pull something out. And it may be something of hers, or it may be something that that's lost. But it feels like a drawer that really doesn't have a lot of stuff in it, and it doesn't feel like it's closed. It feels like that knick-knack drawer with a bunch of crap. But it's like what you're looking for is in there. So that would be interesting to see if something pops up. You have to go look and go check that out. So Rhonda, anything else specific about Krista? Just like maybe one quick question or something before we go into tapping, because I want to be done by 8 o'clock for sure. So just let me know if there's like something specific, because I do feel like she's in and around, hanging out with you. but I keep seeing like there's something that's missing, and it doesn't feel like it's necessarily hers, but it could be. But it's more like someone's looking for something. So let me know how that goes. So as Rhonda is typing in, you guys, let's send Krista, Rhonda, Bonnie some beautiful high vibration. I think most of us probably on this call, on this live, knows what it's like to say goodbye to a furry, feathered lizard friend. Watch him go over the Rainbow Bridge. So we know how that can be. Does she mess with the security cameras? I'm going to say no. I think that's a grandmother energy. I'm feeling like somebody's grandmother. So I don't know if this is your house or their house, but it makes me feel like a grandmother. And it's a grandmother with a very unusual either nickname or real name. So it makes me feel like it's a foreign name or the nickname was kind of unusual. And it feels, it's almost like it feels kind of European, but for some reason I keep also being drawn to like Brazil. So then maybe it's like Portuguese or something. Oh, so it could be. So, I don't know if ashes can be like in a drawer like that, but definitely tell her to look in the Chester drawer. Doesn't feel like it's clothes or anything in there, but look through the Chester drawers and see if she can find what it is. So let me know about that. So everybody send Krista, Rhonda, Bonnie some beautiful high vibration. And let's do some tapping real quick before we run out of time here. So I want to mainly tap for missing animals. And I'm just going to do very generic and probably maybe one or two times through. If you have emotions, then you're watching this in the replay. Or live, and you have a missing animal, or you have an animal that's just with you and you want to connect better, put in your own words about how you feel about the animal, some of the emotions and things like that, and just tap on the points. So we're going to do karate chop here, then right at the inside of the eye, right on the bone, at the corner of the eye, under the eye on the bone, underneath the nose, underneath the lip. Just a bunch of fingers at the collarbone, like there's that empty spot right there. Just tap around, and then right where the bra strap might be, guys, just improvise, and then on top of your head. And I love when I do the screenshot later to set this video up. One time, this is what the screenshot was, so I left it. It was too funny. So all right, you guys. So mainly for missing animals, but who knows what feelings and emotions will come up. So just generic, kind of a missing animal. Our love for an animal. So we're missing some animals. We're feeling guilty. There's a lot of pain involved. I just want these animals home. I just want them to be back in my arms, back in my home. But I completely love and accept myself. I'm missing my animals. I'm frustrated. There's guilt. There's frustration. There's anger. There's worry. There's tears. All about them being out there all by themselves, but I completely love and accept myself. One more time through. I'm missing them. I'm mad. I feel guilty. I'm frustrated. I'm worried, but I completely love and accept myself. All right. Right at the inside of the eye. Oh, I'm just so upset that my animal is missing. So upset my animal is missing. I'm mad. I feel guilty because they're gone. I don't understand why they're gone. I'm just so mad. There's so much guilt circling around this. I don't understand why they're not back here with me underneath the nose. It's just very, very frustrating. I'm so angry. It makes me want to cuss, makes me want to scream below the lip. I just don't know what to do. I've posted flyers. I've posted online. I've mentioned to everybody, I'm on this crazy psychic guy show talking about where they are. I just want them home with me. Right at the collarbone. I'm just so upset, just not sure what to do. Just not sure what to do. All these emotions just are circling around me and they don't feel good. Right at the bra strap. Just feeling very helpless. Very, very helpless. I don't know where they are. I don't even know if they're alive. And that scares the heck out of me. I don't know if they're out there. I don't know who might have them, what might have them, where they are. But I trust. I don't know what I trust in, but I trust and I believe that they are on a beautiful path. I hope with all my heart I'll get to see them again. And whether I do or not, I'm going to keep them in a beautiful place of high vibration. I'm going to hold my home, my house, and all the humans up in a beautiful place of love and high vibration. I'm opening my heart and I'm welcoming them back into my heart, my home, my house, my yard, my life. I can see them walking up the front driveway, pathway. I can feel the call coming through saying, we've got your baby, come get them. And I can just feel how happy I'll be when we are reconnected soon. One more time, top of the head. Just expecting that beautiful miracle, expecting them to just walk up to the front door like nothing happened, expecting the doorbell to ring, someone saying, here's your baby. And so it is. And so it is. Take a deep breath. Whew, I am buzzing, 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 buzzing. So you guys, let me know how that was for you. Let me know how you experienced that. And by all means, if somebody's animal comes back, please let us know. It's the cycle. Let the energy flow, reply to us. We're all invested in this. It's one of those things, if things need to stay private, we got it. But please share in the joys so that we can relish too, since we were here supporting and working. And let us know if there's still no sign. We've all seen those videos online. Where a month, 6, a year, 5 years later, there's reunited. Completely love and accept ourselves with that reuniting. Oh, all right, you guys, let me know how you're doing out there. I'm gonna about sign off in about 1 minute. Oh, it's her grandmother's house. Yes. And as she passed on, as grandma passed on, that would make a lot of sense then. So you guys, kind of wrapping it up here. Thank you for hanging out with me. If you have any final questions, post them. And always thank you for sharing, retweeting, subscribing. My YouTube channel, which this will be downloaded on, is Intuitive Mitchell. You can find Mitchell W. Osborn or just Mitchell Osborn Facebook, and also this Facebook page too. Her name was Frankie. Got it. Which is an unusual woman's name, but yeah. Was it? Do you know? See if you know like the original name, because I wonder if it's something very, like Francesca or something like that, and they just called her Frankie. Yeah, because it makes me feel like it's. And let me know if there was European and or kind of Portuguese or Brazil descent. Rhonda, you are so very welcome. Keep us updated. You can post in, on this page or in the event. I think you can post in events even though they're past. Blanche, I love it. Which is, if I ever had children, Blanche was one of the names I was going to name them. I was going to do Malachi Beach or Micah Blanche. I never really wanted children, but I thought if I have children, I love the name Blanche. So thank you guys. If you have any quick question, post it. I'll be off air in about 1.5 minutes. And it takes just a little bit for those posts to come over. So again, next Sunday night, we'll do some mindfulness. Don't know what I'll do, but we'll definitely do some mindfulness meditation, connecting, growing, getting centered and grounded. So thank you for all sharing your beautiful photos. If anyone came in to the after archive that we used and spoke of your animal, let me know, tag me. Thank you, Rhonda. All right, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Having a wonderful, wonderful night. I always like to say, may the beautiful, powerful, wonderful, awesome sexiness in me see and recognize the beautiful, powerful, wonderful, awesome sexiness in you. Namaste. Namaste. Bye, you guys.